Hello and welcome everybody to the pre-4th of July PC build that we've got here at UFD Tech. Glad to have everybody here. You guys are going to witness a piece of history because we're building... That sounds like raindrops hitting a metal roof. That's like really loud too. That was like violently loud clapping in my ears. Anyways, we're gonna be building this month's giveaway PC. So this PC is not gonna stay in the UFD Tech office. This is gonna go out to one of yins out there in the world. So that's what we got going on here. If you want to know the parts list, you can type !build to get every single component that we're using. I'm sure people are going to ask what's going on with Intel, etc. Why are you doing that? We'll explain all of that as we go through it. But Intel and GeForce, no thanks. GG, if you don't want the best graphics card out on the market, you don't have to even enter. Okay, you don't have to, right? You don't have to worry about it. How do we win it? Type !giveaway to get details on how to enter it. Last week we built the previous giveaway PC, which was a 9800X3D 5090 PC, and now we've got an Intel Ultra 9 285K with a 5090. So let's get into the parts, shall we? Type !build if you want to follow along. Take a look at each of the components, and we'll go through that. So I'm gonna get the biggest thing off the table first by just mentioning that this is the brand new 2025 edition of the NZXT H9 Flow. NZXT sent this over to us for us to build in. We're gonna have a good time with that, and I'm gonna set it down on the ground right now because it's big. But let's go through the rest of the system. So, yes, I hear you, Intel build, yeah. The 5090 came bundled with the Intel motherboard. So that was the way when I bought this back when 5090s were still difficult to be able to be purchased at retail. And one of the ways I had to do that was getting a bundled motherboard. It made it cheaper overall than buying them separately. But that's why we have the Z890 Aorus Master here from Gigabyte. Came with the graphics card. And a 285K honestly is great for gaming. All right, you're not gonna see any performance loss yourself if you win this PC, because guess what? It's faster than what you already had, more than likely. That's gonna be my guess. Kyler, is this faster than what you have at home?
Maybe.
That's exact. Unless you're on a 14900K or KS, like you're gonna be fine. All right, so Z890, we got that for the motherboard platform. And as mentioned, the Ultra 9 285K. I don't even remember how many cores this thing has. I think it's 24 cores. I think it's 8 P cores and 16 E cores, if I'm not mistaken.
Only 8 seems like more.
Only 8 seems like more. Thank you for the 8 months in a row on the Prime sub. Appreciate you. Meaty807? Meta8? I don't know what that... Are the 285Ks worth it now? They have gone down in price. I would, if you are building a new Intel build yourself, I would recommend going with the Ultra 7 265K. Those are closer to $200. Make way more sense. HTC, thank you for the 100 biddies. Appreciate you. 14700K, 5070 Ti, and 64 gigs of DDR5. Okay, yeah, if you had... If you want a worse computer than the one we're giving away here, you're more than welcome to not enter. So 285K, that's going in. Z890. We got a 4 terabyte WD Black SN850X Gen 4 drive, not Gen 5, but 7,300 megabytes per second. There really is no difference practically when it comes to Gen 4 and Gen 5 drives for gaming. So 4 terabytes, you're going to be able to store essentially every game that you want to play at a time. You could obviously hoard more than 4 terabytes, but be a reasonable human being, please. Is a 97XT and a Ryzen 5 9600X a good combination? It is. That is a good combination. Good combo wombo there. RAM, DDR5 T-Force Delta. It's 6,000 mega transfers, 232 gig sticks. I purchased a whole heck ton of these when they were on a really good sale, so we've been using them a lot in builds lately, and so it's just a good kit of RAM. 64 gigs, you're not likely to need a whole lot more than that for gaming. Power supply. To juice up that 5090, we got the Montex Century 2 80 plus gold cybernetics platinum 1200 watt ATX 3.1 PCI Express 5.1 power supply. I like the design on this. I don't think I've built with a Montech power supply yet, but I think it looks neat. You're not really going to see it in the case, but it's there.
Get it inside of me.
Are you also on Twitch? We are indeed, in case you want to watch over there. Now, for cooling that 285K, which isn't as big of a deal as it was on the 14900K, we do have a 360 millimeter radiator, this ID Cooling FX 360 INF Infinity. This is going to do fine. This is going to be great for the 285K. No problems here. We got 3 fans. Oh, we're gonna cool it all down. And it's gonna fit perfectly in the NZXT H9 Flow. And then, lastly, graphics card, the big chunky monkey, the RTX 5090 Aorus Master. This is a fat one. This is a chunky one because you have the GPU, but then they also include an extra fan to go on the back to pull extra air through the card. So that's fun. Yeah. Ah ha ha. Oh, Reese is in here and he says, beefy.
Reese!
Reese says beefy. So, as mentioned, as mentioned, this PC build is the giveaway for the month of July. We're going to be giving this away to one of you guys, whoever happens to win the random drawing giveaway that we do. You could go type !giveaway to find out how to enter. Everybody gets an entry for free, no purchase necessary, and then you can continue to earn extra tickets by watching our stream. Additionally, we have a 9070XT PC for giveaway over on our UFD Music Twitch channel. You can type !music to find out more about that. So there's multiple PC giveaway options going on right now, in case you want to check all of that out. But Kyler, I think it's...
You just subbed? I love you too.
It's time to say thank you to Soil Tech for tier 1 for 30 months.
Oh, gee, thank you.
31 months. Excuse me. Give me a PC, please. Beecroft. That's literally what we're doing right now. Maybe not you specifically, but this is a PC that's going to go out to one of the community members. So we're going to get it built, okay?
Oh, I see the problem. Hold on.
Yeah, it doesn't type in chat, so you gotta...
Yeah, it's not signed into Twitch right now. So now if I just fix that...
All right, yeah, you go ahead and fix that. You also going to come over here? Or is this going to be a...
as long as it works.
No Discord? TD295, we do have a Discord. Or are you saying it's a shame because we're not doing a Discord giveaway? Because, yeah, we're not. Do you reckon the H9 Flow? Oh, it's tiny!
Whoa, wait, why?
People on the shorts can't see it, but I'm eating the guy's foot. Come on, Kyler, get over here! Watch out for the case!
You can build a gaming desktop for around $1,000, but I want to go all out, so I spent around $2,000.
It doesn't always happen in the bedroom.
It doesn't always happen in the bedroom.
It is not correctly scaled on shorts either, just so you know. It's all broken. It's all broken. All right. Is the giveaway international? International viewers can win. However, we will only ship it to a forwarding address. So that has to be US located, but you are more than welcome to handle all of that yourself. You can type !shipping to find out the details about that. There was a question that I saw that I wanted to answer before I got into it. Is this Skibbity Riz? That's not the question.
It is though. It is.
This
it's
is
Skibbity
Skibbity
Riz.
Riz?
It's Skibbity Riz.
All right. Okay, yes, it was TNR asking, do you reckon the H9 Flow 2025 or the H6 Flow is better for a new build? Honestly, they're going to be about the same in terms of overall performance. The H9 Flow at this point is just a bigger H6 Flow. So if you want a bigger case, H9 Flow. If you want more mid-tower traditional, H6 Flow is going to be, they're roughly the same. They have essentially the same design, look roughly the same, so it'll be good either way, I think. So, yes, building time. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna build the computer. We'll set the 5090 up there so you guys can stare at it, dream about it, think that you might win it eventually, who knows? What motherboard should I get for the 7800X3D? A B650. You really likely won't need to go higher end than that.
I need more money.
So let's go ahead and take a look at the Z890 Aorus Master. Bust this thing out. Ugh. So as far as I know, this is a higher end motherboard from Gigabyte. Hence the name Master. Very crunchy anti-static right there. Can I get a 5090 free? That's what we're doing, buddy. But you get it with the whole PC. So, this is my first time seeing one of their Z890 Aorus Masters. Let's take a good look at this bad boy. We got a chunky heatsink right up here over next to the I/O.
Whoa, that's fire.
We have metal reinforced DIMM slots for the RAM, but only on the second and fourth slot. That's strange. We got metal reinforced CPU power, metal reinforced 24-pin, metal reinforced GPU or PCI Express slots, but this one is their ultra durable PCI Express armor. That one's a little thicker. And then they have a really thick heatsink for what I presume is cooling the Gen 5 drive that they think you can install in here. So you're allowed to do that in case you want to.
5.
Oh, it looks like it's got a high-end Sabre hi-fi DAC built in for the audio. It's got their Quick Connect Wi-Fi antenna. I think this is Wi-Fi 7 if I remember correctly. You got Thunderbolt ports right there. You got plenty of other USB ports. And then you have a 10 gigabit NIC right there. 10 gigabits just built into the motherboard. So, a pretty robust motherboard. Also has 2 USB 3 headers right over here, a USB-C header right there. HDMI on the board for internal screens, I suppose. Plenty of fan ports, as you can see there. There's a lot. And then RGB. Look at all those fan ports up on top.
Everything's coming up, Millhouse.
Significant amount of fan ports, guys. That's what you get with this motherboard. That's what's happening. All right, so. Hey, I see in your shorts that you are a big Yakuza fan and an F1 fan. No, you don't. You see that my editors are. Thanks for the Prime sub. I have never played a Yakuza game in my life. AJ Techie369, thank you for the Prime sub. Appreciate you. So, what shall we get started on first? I'm gonna put the SSD in the ridiculous heatsink situation. That's way too big. We don't need that cooler, but we're gonna do it. No. Are you a Black Ops 6 fan? Again, no, not a game I play.
No!
Can you explain how using all the M.2 slots will slow down your GPU? Thank you for the $5 super chat. It's not a guarantee, but on various different motherboards, you have an allocation of a certain amount of PCI Express lanes. Think of it like a highway.
You just subbed? I love you too.
Panda Xmonium, thank you for the tier 1 sub. Green Crabs, thank you for the tier 1 sub for 20 months. So, imagine...
You just subbed? I love you too.
That your motherboard is like a highway, right? Let's say it's a 4-lane highway. Your GPU is a double-wide tractor trailer driving down that highway. So it is taking up 2 slots or 2 lanes of that highway. Now, a lot of times your M.2 SSD is going to be smaller than that. It's going to fit in a single lane, and you're going to be able to have 2 of those, and everybody's driving down the highway happily. Other times, what happens is the M.2 slot will take over one of the lanes from your GPU, so it's, making it so that you have to shrink that allocation down. Now, sometimes that's not a problem because your GPU doesn't need to use all of the lanes. It just does. That's just how it's built. It's built bigger than it needs to actually be. But other times, if you're running a more high-end card or you're running on older generations of PCI Express, you can't get as much data through. And so it taking up the lanes could slow your GPU down. It's not a guarantee, but it could happen. So thank you for the $5 super chat. Hopefully that answered your question. There you go. Let's get this built. Mock Erie with the $5 super chat saying if a MOBO has 2 Ethernet ports, what are you supposed to use the second port for? So you can use it for local network access, having a dedicated network port for things like accessing local storage, things that don't necessarily need to connect to a main router, or you could use it to directly connect it to another device so that you're not even going through a router, but rather it's interfacing with your PC directly. There are plenty of options. It just gives you the freedom to not have all of your bandwidth taken up on the first Ethernet port. And Creative Space with the $10 super chat saying, have you seen this craziness? HR10 2280 Pro Black. It's an SSD. I can't see, Kyler. I didn't read the question. No, that's the product. Yeah. It's an SSD cooler with a fan built in it. Oh yeah, we've seen plenty of those. That is not novel anymore. These have been around for, I don't know, 3-4 years that they've been regularly building them for Gen 5 drives. But they are impressive. They are big. Question, is a Steam Deck good in your opinion? A Steam Deck is probably the best value gaming handheld that you could pick up on the market. All right, we're installing the Gen 4 SN850X. 4 terabytes, just easily installed. Thank you. Thank you for laughing at me. All right, we're just gonna
I'm not insecure about my lack of facial hair at all.
Take that off. What are you doing, man? Why are you laughing at a joke you're creating? There is nothing that came up that was relevant to that. Why are you trying to hurt me?
Owie.
Show us the 5090, please. We'll get there. We'll get there when we get there. You'll be able to see it. You'll be able to appreciate it. It'll be a beautiful situation. All right, the wait will make your heart appreciate it more once it finally happens.
In my moment of glory.
Do you think 12 gigabytes is enough VRAM for 1440p gaming? In most instances. Yeah, on a 5070, I think it's fine. I know that will get me in trouble with the vast majority of the gaming community, but really the only instances where you're being bottlenecked is when you're running higher details than you're supposed to. That's really what we're finding out the issue is. If you run a 5050 like it's supposed to be run, which is 1080p medium, you're not running into VRAM issues very often. And if you are,
you just subbed?
You're doing it in games that are poorly optimized. And then we're blaming the card manufacturers for the bad optimization of the game ports. We're just upset all around. Gamers are just upset all of the time. AJ Techie, thank you for gifting that tier 1 sub. Bottleneck mentioned, did you get AC installed?
Guys,
we did not.
It's Reese.
Thank you for asking. We are working on that still. We got a quote. Please stop.
Reese.
God, I'm gonna lose my brain. SinoArt VA, thank you for the $5 super chat. We didn't get it installed. We did get a quote from an AC company. They wanted $8,000 to install a mini split. So we are not doing that. We are not doing that. That is not happening. All right, let's get
500.
I'm just peeling off the peelies. So we're looking to get second opinions and second quotes from other HVAC companies is the plan. I play Fortnite and it is poorly optimized, yeah, just play it on a console, man.
OMG, is that Aaron Itmar?
That is Aaron Itmar.
Hi, Aaron Itmar.
Oh, Kyler's dead. Yeah, Reese, it's hilarious because I got a quote to get a mini split installed in South Africa, and it was 12,000 rand, which is like 750 bucks. It's not that much money in terms of like how much more it is than the cost of the unit itself. But then getting one installed here, yeah, they were like, yeah, 8 grand. But it has 10 years warranty. So cool.
It's one of my greatest flaws.
All right, 64 gigs of RAM installed. Why not get a sponsor to pay for a heat pump mini split that you can install yourself usually? Number one, because sponsorships are not
coming in
like that. It's not easy to just do that. Number two, I don't have time to install it myself. That's really what it comes down to. And I'm looking to evacuate my location. And so I'm not, paying a professional is the wisest move. Watching videos 123 with the $5 super chat saying, does it ever getting hard being the cutest at UFD Tech? Getting hard, buddy? Kyler, how do I answer that?
Answer the question.
Does it ever getting hard?
Does it ever getting hard?
I don't think so.
This guy's lying.
Also, you don't know that I'm the cutest at UFD Tech.
No.
Unless you're talking to Kyler, but even then you don't know because you haven't seen everybody.
Liar. Liar.
All right, we're opening the 285K right now. That's what's happening. You, my boy Blue, says it's always hard.
Oh, it's focused.
This packaging is trash, Intel. This sucks. This used to be fun, and now it's bad. And yeah, like trying to put it back together, it just falls apart.
What happened to the big wafer?
I don't know. This is a metaphor for the company right now. Just absolute not good. Oh boy. $20 super chat from Sino Arts VA.
Whoa!
Saying, hey there, big fan, big fan. Every time I see your tech videos, I get a little smarter. BTW, how do I enter their PC giveaway? I could really use something like that 6-year-old laptop with failing graphics card. Type exclamation point giveaway. In order to find out the details, read what Nightbot tells you. Nightbot is telling you to do something specific. Go do what Nightbot tells you, and then follow that instruction.
A marshmallow clapping.
What does that mean?
It's how we used to quietly clap in elementary school, where the teacher would be like, pretend there's a giant marshmallow in your hands. We'd all just go like this.
That's that Johnstown education for you.
Yeah, but now I'm dead.
All right, that guy's dead. All right, let's look at the 285K together. That's it right there. Not really in focus. 24 cores, 24 threads. There you go. Let's go ahead and get that installed into the slot socket.
Huh?
NZXT is in Twitch chat. What are you doing in here? Who told them to come in here?
They're lurking.
Lurks. That dude from the Addams Family?
Oh,
come on.
With the no.
Mock Erie with a $5 super chat saying, when using XMP profiles in the UEFI has more than one option, how do I know which one I should be selecting? Well, typically, the simplest way to answer that question is you look at what the rating is for the speed on the box of your RAM, and then you just find out which setting is that. It's always usually the first one. Intel. I hate this. I hate this so much. What am I doing? It's usually the first one. So you typically don't have to explore. It's just, if you're using an Intel CPU, it's going to be called XMP. If you're using an AMD CPU, it's going to be called Expo or DOCP. And so usually it's the first one, and that's the right rating. Maybe NZXT also needs the giveaway. NZXT, you guys going to give away a PC? Guys, I heard if you slip into NZXT's DMs, they're really happy when you ask them for a computer. They really, really like it.
Wait, what's going on?
I'm being a I'm being a turd. That's what's going on. All right. Let's get this cooler taken out.
Oh, they said they love it.
Oh, they love it when you DM
They
them?
do love it.
Oh, they love it. They just love it. It's always nice. It's always nice, especially when you're building a PC for giveaway, and then people are like, "Hey, can you give me that?" And I'm like, "That's the plan. Maybe not you, but here's the H9 Flow. It's just on the ground right now.
Benefits everybody.
We're gonna build in it soon. Very sturdy. Very sturdy." Hey, Kyler, are you on YouTube? You want to take care of a few things for me?
Coming in hot with the donut. No,
I gotcha.
So who's getting it? It's a random drawing. And I think we're drawing the winner on August 1st. So we'll find out then. You don't have to be around when we draw the winner. You have like 72 hours to respond, so don't worry too much.
Oh, coming in hot.
$2.49 euro saying, "I love your vids. Can I please have a shout out?" Kyler, do we sell shout outs?
You just subbed? I love you too.
This one time.
Ollie Bolly Cool.
Shout
Watching
out.
videos 123. Thank you for the $2 super chat saying Kyler is really close to being as cute as you.
I'll take it.
I think it's because you have a mustache, and mustaches are handsome, so it kind of elevates you above cute. You know, if I don't type exclamation point giveaway, it's a trick. It's not. That's how you find out about it. Exclamation point giveaway. All right. What is this? Look. What is this pipe?
Oh, I can give.
What? I can't believe you said that. Is that Do Rizzler? It is, Aaron Atmar. It is. That is Do Rizzler. All right, I gotta get the bracket installed on the motherboard. That's what we're doing here. We're just here for the free PCs. Don't worry, NZXT. We do those on the regular. What is going on? All
I was
right.
mewing.
You were the Pokemon?
I was mewing. Why is he blue? I'm not blue, I'm dead. I'm a ghost.
Let's get good. Come on, get in. All right, I got everything in the hole.
Huh?
What IAMs are those? I've been interested in getting a pair. Don't tell them, don't tell them. Trade secret, trade secret.
Oh, coming in hot with the donut. No,
Watching videos 123 saying you really took the words out of my mouth. He is very handsome. Sexy fireman vibes. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Watching videos 123. I would agree. I would agree. That's what you got. Those are the vibes you have, Kyler. How am I supposed to do this? Probably need standoffs of some kind. I'm going to try to intuit how to set this all up.
The tax people?
Yes. You mean the people that try to, you know? Oh, that's what that thing is for.
More people.
I did say that. I did say that, didn't I? It's for the radiator screws. You were wrong. It's not for the radiator screws. It's for the screws that go into the motherboard plate.
I'm an idiot.
Whoa. Yeah, I think you're supposed to twist that by hand. It's actually kind of smart. I don't like that. $5 super chat coming in from Hush00 saying, "Hey bro, I'm building a PC with an Asus ROG Strix Z790-A Mobo i9-13900K RTX 5090, 64 gigs of DDR5 6000 RM1200 XPSU, and an NZXT H9 Flow case. Rate it? I would give you, only because you didn't list the storage, an 8 out of 10. And actually, I also don't know which H9 flow, the old one or the new one. You doing 2025 or the previous?
Really, Reese?
Why didn't you use the 9800X3D? Because the 5090 came bundled with a Z890 motherboard, so I had a motherboard. Which then meant I had to get a CPU that went in the motherboard. Excuse me. Please, free PC, 59 Dow. That's the whole point, man. We are giving this away. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Hold on.
Okay.
I want a ROG Ally so bad. Says, hey everyone, should I get a pre-owned ROG Ally Z1 Extreme for $225? But in order to do that, I would have to sell a Nintendo Switch OLED, which students had bought pre-owned. Oh, this is for $165. Is it worth it? This is getting convoluted. Sounds like you really want a ROG Ally so bad.
If you want a ROG Ally so bad, maybe get the ROG Ally. Sounds like you really want it. Yeah, it doesn't go like that. Doesn't go like that. Doesn't go like that. Nope. Name checks out. Exactly. Sure does. Hey, I watch your videos all the time. Didn't know you're streaming. How you doing? I'm doing well. How are you, Lord Cat?
Guys, Reese is here.
We do stream on the regular recently.
Reese!
Aunt Lee.
Oh, coming in.
Whoa! $5 super chat coming in from Hush saying it's the crucial T705 2TB PCI Express Gen 5 it ran out of text. The cooler is the Kraken 360. You didn't get the 420, man? The new one? The 420 that they announced at Computex? No, that's a I would give that 8.5 out of 10.
I'm poor.
Get it? Because he has a 5090.
Well, he only has a 13900K. So I didn't give it 10 out of 10 because of that.
I'm poor.
Chicken parm or lasagna for first date?
I'd go chicken parm.
Seems a little classier.
It's also easier to eat. Unless you're the type of, okay, I've been out of the dating scene for a hot minute. And by that, I mean over 15 years. So, listen, I wouldn't want to try to eat something as arduous as lasagna on a first date. But there are people who are like, you gotta see me flaws and all from the get-go. Neither, both are too heavy for a first date. Foggy, shut up, dude. Not everybody poops poorly after eating vegetables like you do.
I've been happily married for 13 years.
That is so outdated at this point.
I have 3 kids. I'm virile.
Again, also outdated.
Brett doesn't blow.
I have been married for 15 years and have 4 kids.
Get it inside of me.
9700 XT and a 7700X, a good combo? Yeah, that's a good combo. That's a good setup. You're in good hands, like State Farm or something.
Oh, Juno on YouTube Shorts says wiener.
Hey, Kyler, have you been remembering to record?
Nope.
Awesome.
Have you?
No. All right, we're done with the motherboard prep. Now it's time for the case prep. Let's get this H9 flow all up in here. All right, so redesigned H9 flow, the 2025 edition, makes a lot of improvements. More like the H6 flow, kind of scaled up, really like it. So, we're gonna rip off all the side panels. That's currently the plan. What a nice case, said NZXT.
You know what I want you to give to me? You know.
So it still has a lot of things that you would expect out of the H9. It has this plate right here for, looks like, mounting 2.5-inch drives, as well as hiding some cables. They also have a nice little pass-through for cables right over there. You got the side intake fans. right over here. You guys can't really see them because of the mesh. Got the rear fan right there, so it comes with 4 fans included in this version, non-RGB, but that's okay. They do have an RGB version if you want it. I'm gonna take off this back thing. We don't need that for right now. We don't believe in hard drives around here. 2.5-inch SSD would be fine. All right, so this thing just swings out and rips out.
Huh?
Huh? They even have helpful labels telling you to remove the screw before opening.
Oh, coming in hot with the no.
Who did that? We got Axelas saying for $5 super chat, hey little man, should I get a Ryzen 7 9800X 3D or just save up 200 more bones for 9950X 3D? Yes, I do edit stuff at 1440p, but I like gaming too.
Little man.
I was gonna leave that alone. It didn't bother me that much. I would personally say that the 9950X 3D is not going to benefit you terribly much in editing more than a decent graphics card will. Having NVENC acceleration is going to mean a whole lot more than having those 8 extra cores. I think a 9800X 3D is a really good compromise. I don't know what GPU you have, but if you're able to, you haven't picked it up yet, maybe save up that $200 and put it towards a better higher end graphics card. That could potentially do you well, unless you're on a 5080 and then you need to save up like $1,200. But power supply 10.
Bro has a guy for ad libs.
I don't even know what that means. Bag of stuff. What's the best AMD CPU for gaming? Best is, you know, if we're just talking about what's gonna get you the highest FPS, it actually really depends. It technically could be the 9950X 3D, but because of core parking and various other things, that can actually perform just as well as the 9800X 3D. And so 9800X 3D is the easiest one to say, just because it works like a normal CPU. CPU power. CPU power. Graphic card power. Do we need SATA? Kyler, do we need SATA?
We never need SATA.
We always need SATA, and it makes me mad.
SATA.
Alright, looks like these use ARGB headers. And it looks like these daisy chain into each other. I really hope we don't need SATA. I'm not installing a SATA. It's not happening. Would there be a 5040? If so, would it be RT or RTX? There's not likely to be a 40 class card. If they did release a 40, it would be NX. But I highly doubt it. All right, we got the power supply. Montana power supply
coming in
right there.
hot with the no.
Yo, I'm still rocking a 3700X with a 4070 STI. I want to upgrade my CPU. Should I wait for AIM-6 or just go with AIM-5? There has been no official announcement of AIM-6. So asking me if you should wait for that, I can't answer because I don't know how long you would be waiting. It's an indeterminate amount of time. And I think your 3700X might be slowing you down a little bit, but probably not too much. But also, like, you could upgrade to like a 5700X 3D and get essentially all of the benefits that you would get from upgrading to AM5.
Guess what?
What?
Benefits everybody.
Do you sell that mouse pad? No, this is from the mouse pad company? Is that right, Kyler?
Does it have little tiny hexagons all over it?
I don't know.
Then maybe.
I think this is the mousepad company mousepad. Does the age matter to enter the giveaway? Yes, you have to be of legal age.
What do we do about it?
I have a 5070 Ti. Can I go higher than a 9800 X3D? Yeah, of course. Should you? Probably not.
Oh, coming in hot with the no-no-no-no.
Whoa! $2 super chat saying, what cameras do you all use? I see the Sigma. These are, so you're watching on a Panasonic GH7, horizontal streams on a Sony A7C, and then the overhead camera is also a Sony A7C.
They're actually Sigma lenses.
Thank you, Kyler. That was helpful, necessary, and important.
You just subbed? I love you too.
Did you just start the build? Oh, we've been
Is
doing
the
it for a few minutes.
9070 XT for $750 worth it over the 9070 for $650?
An extra $100? I would say not, especially because you can unlock the 9070. Yeah, I would save the $100. And I would get a 9070, do the BIOS flash. That would be my personal thing. But if you're not comfortable with it, then yeah, I would say a 9070 XT for $100 more isn't too bad. All right, we got the whole thing. We got the cables and such. Sick. That's what I was thinking. Oh, you're gonna do the BIOS mod? We do have a video on that on our channel. So if you need an instructional, we did make a video. Why is the 9070 XT so expensive? Because people will buy it at that price. Yeah. You can overclock the 9070, but you can't unlock the CUs. That's fine. It performs roughly the same. You don't need to unlock the CUs. Alrighty. Power supply prepped. Excuse me. So we're gonna get that installed. Is the RX 580 fine? Yeah, you can still buy those new at Best Buy. Those are brilliant for $200. I'm lying. How much watts? This is a 1200 watt power supply. Is the RTX 3050 good? It can be. There are multiple versions of the 3050, and that will determine how good it is. The RTX 3050 8 gigs, not terrible. The RTX 3050 6 gig is good as long as it's a like 75 watt card where you don't need an external power connector. And, you know, honestly, it always depends on the price that you're going to pay for it. The 3050 can deliver pretty decent gaming performance for the price that you can pick it up for used. I wouldn't buy it new at this point, but for used pricing, you could get a good setup for it. What do you think of the Lee & Vision Chrome? We've built it in before. It's neat. It's neat. You know, I think it's more for the people who don't want to see their internal components, which I get. Is there a Discord server I could get help? Yes, you can type !Discord and that should point you to our server. And then we do have a tech support channel where you can ask for advice there. All right, so we got power supply installed. I think that silver looks pretty decent in the white NZXT H9 flip. Any thoughts about Diddy trial? No. I have paid absolutely zero attention to it. It is not something that has captured my viewing. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the cooler prepped. Looks like we're gonna. Why did you do that? So we're gonna install it like this. Is that the plan? I don't know if I like that that curving situation. We're gonna do it like this. That's not as good. Wait. So it has to mount like that. We could either do top or bottom mounted. Probably bottom. Bottom mounted. And then we're gonna blow the air through. 5070 Ti plus 7800 X3D appropriate. No, that is very inappropriate. You shouldn't have brought that up. We are disappointed in you, and we're gonna be contacting your parents. It's fine. It's a good combo. Ultra 7 265K and a 5070, a good combo. I mean, the 265K is kind of overkill for that. You're actually not spending that much. It's a $200 CPU at this point. I would go down to like an Ultra 5 or a Ryzen 5 and buy a faster graphics card, man. Should I get the RTX 5050? I don't know. Should you, man?
No.
Can you afford it? Is it available?
No,
it's not even out yet.
No.
I need more money.
No.
Why is everybody yelling at me?
No.
Why am I yelling at me?
No. Let's go gambling.
Why do you want to move to South Africa if you don't mind me asking? I don't mind you asking. That is, that's the best way to ask that question. Because I love it. I love living there. I love the country. I love the people. Never wanted to leave. Did it for medical reasons. And now that we're medically stable, we are going back. So, it is where my heart is and where my life is. Okay, that's all set up. How do you connect this to something? Aha, it's this guy. All right, sweet. I don't normally watch streams, but I got a new job with a lot of extra time. I mostly use YouTube to watch streams. Which streaming platform do you like best? We are mostly on Twitch. We are live 24/7 nonstop on Twitch. So if you're around, you got a lot of extra time. We got a lot of extra streams for you. Will you still be neighbors with CTT? Yeah, he's moving with us for sure. He's not. No. Zach and I will no longer be neighbors. Is this a giveaway video? The PC that we are currently building is for giveaway. We are going to be drawing the winner for this particular PC on August 1st. So this is not the announcement of the winner. We had an announcement for the previous winner, I think 2 weeks ago. But we have this PC that we have for giveaway over on UFD Tech. And then over on our UFD Music live stream, we have a 9070 XT PC that we're giving away. How do you earn the points required to participate? Well, number one, there are no points required to participate. Everybody can enter for free. No purchase necessary, no nothing necessary. You just gotta enter over on the Stream Elements website. But if you want to earn extra entries, that is by watching the stream. What are you doing right now? We're building a computer that we're gonna give away. Do you think it's worth it to overclock a high-end PC? 7900 XTX, Ryzen 7 7700X? Only for educational reasons. I think overclocking at this point is something that is done very well from the factory. Your computer more than likely is within 5% of its peak performance. If we're just talking about air cooling overclocking. So it's not likely to yield you a ton of extra performance, but it is a good way to understand how your PC works, what settings tweak what performance. It's it's a helpful experience for the long run, even if it's not necessarily something that's going to benefit you in terms of gaming or performance. Kyler, are you there? He's dead. Kyler's dead. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the input. May I know what the music is in the background, specifically the jazzy one? This is just stock jazz music from Epidemic Sound. You'll hear this on essentially every YouTube channel out there.
You'll hear it everywhere if you look for it.
If you listen for it. I don't know how you look for music, Kyler.
I have that thing that Kanye has that isn't the one that is bad.
Synesthesia? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Oh boy, that was bad. Tell me something. Is MacBook gaming good with parallels now? No, it's trash still. The only way you'll get good gaming on a MacBook is by using cloud streaming. All right, we should be able to go ahead and install the radiator.
Rodney ate who?
What do you want from me? Yeah. Speaking of, what's your favorite type of music / artist? If I had to isolate one genre as my favorite, it'd probably be, I don't know, alt rock, I guess. I don't know if that's still a relevant term. There's not really much good alt rock coming out. Maybe pop punk. Also I'm not a naysayer when it comes to butt rock.
Oh yeah.
Essentially, various forms of contemporary popular rock music. For a 97XT, would a Ryzen 7 9700X perform much better than 9600X? Not really. Unless you're gaming at like 720p, you're going to experience mostly the same. And this is something that I think people kind of misconstrue when it comes to bottlenecks. They'll look at charts from various different YouTubers and people who test all of this stuff, and they'll be like, look, it's faster on this CPU. But if you turn off the FPS counter, you're not going to have a different experience. You're not going to notice the slightest change. 5 FPS, if you're already running at 120 to 130, you're likely not going to notice the difference. Especially if you turn things on like VSync and otherwise. Grand Sab 51, thank you for the Prime sub. Is it worth upgrading from a 12900K to a 9800X3D for gaming? Likely not. Likely not. I can't think of very many scenarios where you're going to be CPU bottlenecked with the 12900K.
You also need a whole other motherboard.
That's true. That's true. You would. And actually, you could have gotten a 12900K with DDR4, so you might need a whole nother set of RAM. Mm-hmm. Probably not, but you could. Excuse me. What AIO is that? If you want to know the parts list for what we're using, you type !build. It'll list out everything that we're using in this. But it is the ID Cooling FX360 INF RGB. I want to see Kyler. He sounds cool. I mean, as long as you're okay with seeing a ghost.
Boom.
Ah!
Whoa! Whoa! Oh no, wait, wrong button.
Do you guys ship outside?
In the US?
Wrong button.
Type !shipping and you'll get your answer.
Why are you silencing the GT 730 7800X 3D build?
Silencing? Like a gun? Bow! Ah! You shot me. Bow! Ow! Ow! Is OpenCL equal to CUDA? No. Basically nothing equal to CUDA. All right. I got the cooler installed. So now it's time for the rest of it. We're gonna plop in a motherboard. Ready for the plopping, Kyler?
Give me the plop.
I'm gonna plop it.
Give me the plop.
I'm gonna plop it.
I'm plopping it. I'm plopping it.
I'm plopping it. I'm plopping it. I'm plopping it. I'm plopping it. I'm plopping it.
Get it inside of me.
Stop that. Uh-oh. Made an oopsie. The box with all of the screws for the motherboard is behind.
Owie.
I gotta get that out. Is Ryzen 5 7600X good cup? It's fine, yeah. It's pretty decent mid-tier CPU still. Good cup. The motherboard didn't slip out. We're good. Yeehaw! Plopping on stream is bannable? Not the way we do it.
Brett doesn't blow.
All right, we got labeled screws. Yeah. NZXT giving us the screw bag.
I'll give you the screw bag.
Whoa.
All right, I'll read that one out loud.
I was debating it, all right?
I'm sorry, Kyler, you're cool and all, but he's cuter than you, at least from my perspective as a gay guy. But you're an easy second at UFD, lol.
That is really messed up when Reese exists.
You guys haven't seen Michael yet.
I don't know what you just said. I can't actually understand that voice.
You guys haven't seen Michael yet.
Yeah, well, actually, yeah. Yeah, that is fair. Michael is Michael, you know?
Michael, oh.
Voice was still on.
Yeah.
Michael is my goal, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah. For whom are you building the PC? One of Yin's. One of Yin's will likely win this. That's the plan. This is going out to one of the viewers. We're not building it for anybody in particular, just a random person who will be drawn as the winner for the giveaway when it happens. Type exclamation point giveaway if you want to learn how to enter into it.
I saw a question. Hey Kyler, is there any powerful Windows laptop that gives 9 hours best case scenario battery? Yeah, plenty of them. Just not while you're playing games.
Yeah, there's not a single gaming laptop that can deliver 9 hours of battery while gaming. I'm about to build in a 97D XT station in about a month, so this is good practice. Heck yeah. Congrats, man. As long as it's a personal build and not for like somebody at work, because then also good practice, I guess. Will the 7900 XTX get FSR support? It seems unlikely at this point. Can you give $50 via PayPal? I'm not gonna, but I could. I do have $50 to my name.
I hit the wrong button and now I'm a ghost again.
You keep dying.
Ow!
What does yins mean? It's like y'all, but it's hyper local to Pittsburgh. There's some regions that say Ewins. And it feels like Pittsburgh smushed that even further together to say yins.
Yins.
It's really messed up.
Yins want to go downtown and that?
I do it ironically, and I think I will continue to do it ironically for a while. I have done it unironically. When we were in Taiwan for Computex, I dropped a couple of yins.
It's a fun word.
It is. It's you know, it's different than y'all. Dude, you built the PC sideways?
No!
Just gonna have to live with it.
When I was growing up, I thought y'all was weird. Like, I never heard anybody say y'all, and if I heard somebody say y'all, it was...
That is weird.
When I found out that people didn't say yins in other places, it was strange to me.
All right, looks like we're gonna be able to get the cooler all set up. Easy peasy like. Look at that. So they do include thermoplast.
How did Kyler become a ghost? I died of ligma.
Ain't that what that thing?
Yo! That's the sound I made when I died.
Sounds like you got wrecked in Mario Kart or something. All right, we got the thermal paste on. Warning, remove before installation.
No!
Can't stop me now.
Make sure the springs go on the right side.
No. I want you to fix my mistakes. So I will make more of them.
Get it inside of me. You know what I want you to give to me. You know how much I want it from you.
Terminal Ligma. That was my nickname in high school.
How does Kyler do the live head cam?
Buttons.
Buttons.
Dude hits buttons. He's a professional button pusher.
I have a stream deck. You do all kinds of crap with these things.
Where's my phone?
I'm on AM4 gaming. Should I still upgrade to a 50 series card?
I mean, AM4 is so broad that it is unhelpful. AM4 could mean that you're on a Ryzen 3 1200, or it could mean that you're on a 5950X.
I'm guessing it's a little old because it says they're rocking a 2060 Super.
It highly depends. Highly depends. Sorry, just gotta send a message real quick.
Got a question. I'm using an AMD 5800 and have a brand new 5700 X3D. I'm using my PC for gaming. That's not a question. That was a statement.
Ha!
I actually don't understand what you're trying to ask.
He's not just being difficult. It's unclear what you mean. You have provided little clarity. All right, let's, Kyler, I'm gonna do the thing that you don't like that I do.
No.
I'm gonna install the graphics card. When does this giveaway end? Type exclamation point giveaway and go read the rules.
Hashtag ban Baba. I want to see if he sends us $50.
No, I think he's looking for us to send the $50.
No, it says can you give
Yeah.
Oh, well, somebody just needs to send him $50. Have you guys considered about the potential of being nice to our friend?
Actually, this GPU is going to require some effort here. We got accessories with this thing.
What is the worst GPU you guys have? We have a GT 7 something.
We have a 750 Ti. I think we have a 680. Alright, I gotta prep this whole graphics card situation. Oh boy. Oh boy, this is a thonky one.
Here comes the card.
Wow. Oh, look at that thonker. Yowzers. All right.
Oh, this is one of those situations where I gotta install the standoff.
Gigabyte does not make this simple. There's an Aorus bag. Whoa! Kyler! Why are these screws already open? What the heck?
What the hell? What the helly?
$2080 Ti or 3070?
Interesting.
2080 Ti is faster. I don't know how to install this. I'm legitimately not clued into how to install. Come on, man. Stop saying that stuff. All right, I'm just gonna install this graphics card, and it's gonna sag. That Bob guy. R.I.P.
Rip to a real one.
All right, does it work like this? You screw that in. Yeah. Okay. And then is the idea that you I don't know. Screw that. Nope. I don't understand physics. What is going on?
Reese! Guys, Reese is here. Guys, it's Reese.
Really, Reese?
Hey friends, welcome back to Youth for Deals.
Oh, I wonder if this thing is supposed to get installed, but it can't because of the motherboard.
And all that time I was only wearing one sock.
Just one?
Gross.
That doesn't make any sense.
That makes not even a lick of it. All right, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I'm just gonna let this bad boy sag.
Get it inside of me.
All right, what am I doing? Oh, does this not install with screws?
He's not naked, got a sock on.
What's sock on?
Yeah, what is sock on?
I don't get it. What's sock on?
Brett doesn't blow.
What does that mean?
I love showering with my socks on.
Whoa. On a Steam Deck?
Coming in hot with the no.
€1 saying thank you for your donation. Appreciate it, airplane. I don't know how this is supposed to get installed. I feel like I need an instruction manual for installing this fan. What is going on? Guggenheim. Alright, I think... Sorry guys, I can't really show you what's going on because it's mostly me being confused. Alright, I'm gonna do that. Thank you, Kyler. Very helpful. NZXT hasn't been in the chat for a while, right?
I haven't seen him.
That's it's probably for the best. All right, we got to figure out a way to not have this be such a monstrosity. Do we have any GPU standoffs per chance that aren't this? Oh, I missed a part. That might be part of it. Oh, what do you do? You look like you slot into something. Ah! Aha! Figured it out. They changed the design. Is an APU good for a budget build? Typically. It depends on the APU, but yeah, they can help save you a decent bit of cash and get okay gaming performance. All right, I gotta take this graphics card out. Okay. Give me! No! Oh, there's a lot of stuff on the floor.
What is going on?
No, I'm messing up, man. I'm messing up. All right, we're gonna get this sag bracket installed. Because we are anti that, you know?
Like the Actors Guild?
Yeah, we're anti the Actors Guild. Hey, Kyler.
Yeah.
I think our smoke detector needs its battery replaced. Could you work on that?
What is that?
You don't know what batteries are or smoke detector?
I don't understand.
Okay. All right, so I figured out how to get the fan mounted. I had to take the rubber grommet situation and pre-apply it so that you got these little nibs that can go into the fan.
Ah, the nibs and jibs.
I don't like what you're saying. All right. Okay, so Gigabyte has improved their sag bracket situation. It used to be dependent on putting it on a motherboard standoff, and now it's more about like actually standing it off from the base of the case, which is a nice change. All right, graphics card, you sit there. Hey, my monitor turned off, Kyler.
What? Is it because you shook it?
All I did was set the computer down on the table.
You shook it.
I shook it. Like a thing of corn. Yeah, the power cable slipped out.
Gross.
That's weird. Weird situation that. There we go. All right. Graphic card time. Kyler, do we have any NZXT fans in the basement?
Yes.
Do we have 3 of them?
I can check.
Are they white? Would
No.
they fit in this basement right here?
They are not white.
Okay. Okay, do we have 3 white fans per chance?
Maybe.
Maybe.
You want me to look?
That would be helpful.
120?
120.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. I forgot I gotta screw that down. What am I doing? There we go. Ah. Sorry. Nah. Here, just watch me struggle from the front. There we go. It's installed. Standoff bracket installed. Or GPU stand rather. Computer is computing. Yeehaw. You know what I was thinking?
Fresh out of white.
Do we have those other 3 ID cooling fans, don't we?
Yeah.
Do you want me to go run and grab those? And you want to start doing cable management? I'm just trying to make you. You don't like to do things, so I'm trying to.
Hey guys, I'm alive. Guess I'm alive now. Yeah, guess I'm alive. Yeah, yeah, baby. Woo. Yeah. What am I doing? Comes the Cable King. Check if the GPU's sagging. Oh, it's sagging. Yeah, baby.
It better not. You gotta put the anti-sag thing in there. I made sure it wasn't gonna do the sag.
Cousin? Yeah, because you said sing. Thing.
You made a bad joke. You got it wrong, nerd.
I just spoke wrong.
5700X3D or 5800X? I'd go the 5700X3D for gaming for sure. For sure.
Does this just sit on top of it?
So it has a rubber grommet thing, and yeah, it just sits there because they expect you to use gravity.
That would bum me out if I got this for like a vertical mount situation.
It would also probably stay, which shouldn't be too big of a deal, but I get you.
Does this thing pop out?
Yes. So there's a label on the back telling you what to do.
Ah, I just barely can't see the label.
Nerd can't read.
Push to remove for standard motherboards. Optionally use. Let's push it.
Oh! Caught it.
Popped out.
Like those breakfast pastries?
Hot pockets.
Pop tarts. Popped out Pop Tart. Do you get it? You get what I'm saying?
I don't know what you're saying.
All right, I'm actually gonna screw these fans in. Ah! Ah! How do we do that?
You sure 120 is the?
I mean, you can install 120. You can also do 140.
Okay, they just can't be like perfectly.
They match the fans up here, though. That helps you.
I think this might have to.
That's fine.
Face the other way.
Yeah, that's okay. We can do that.
How? That needed to push it. Oh. Oh.
Yeah, it just rotates.
Oh, it just rotates.
Yeah, it just rotates.
Ah.
Yeah. Why don't you question something else? How about that?
Wow. You have to figure out what this thing's for?
Yes! Did you not pay attention to stream?
No, I've been moderating and playing funny sound effects.
Yeah, it was to screw down the standoffs. With your hand. Allows you to hand crank. What are you doing?
Nothing.
Stop it. There are people watching. You can't act like this. There are people around.
You guys ever seen something like this happen?
This is awesome.
Hold on, I got this.
I'm so glad I'm paying you for this. Yeah, you deserve to be employed for sure.
Hold on, I just gotta find the right handshake.
How is there always a 50-90? There isn't. It's just very regular. It's not always, but most of the time.
The didgeridoo?
Yeah, you should stop.
What are y'all's opinions on frogs?
Sure, why not?
If I must.
Huh?
Yeah.
All right. That is a heavy computer, Dexter. Just bought an overheating PC for 600 pounds.
It's like more than...
That reminds me of those like CRT TVs.
That's heavier.
Yeah.
That's heavier.
That's a beefy one.
Frogs are S tier.
That was quality quail action, Kyler.
Watch me do it again.
Quality quail, that's what I call him. He's my quality quail.
Bet you didn't think you were getting quail calls and this, whatever that guy's doing. Hit 100 degrees in BIOS? Do you have a cooler installed?
Is it properly mounted? Because, you know, it's an easy mistake to make to not have the cooler adhere to the CPU itself.
Is it a pigeon or a quail call? I think it's supposed to be an owl.
Guess what bird this is? If Reese was here, he'd know. Reese gets me.
Yeah. What AIO is this? Type exclamation point.
Build.
Build.
Build PC on the stream. I wish this was.
You like that?
It's fine. All right, have fun.
Oh. Where are you going?
Away from you.
All right. Ah! I got pewter. What GPU is this? 5090. This is 1519.
That's the year Christopher Columbus did bad things.
Yeah. Cristobal Colon.
An Italian martyr.
I'm a married spud.
Hey, Kyler, you want to lock the focus on that overhead cam?
Not at all.
Smart. Good viewing experience. Solid time all around for everybody.
All right, my little freckles.
Our little sprinklers.
All right, now I'm just shoving these little cables down here because they've been very bad.
I got a quick question about a cooling issue I just created for myself. I basically replaced my 3 going on 4-year-old thermal paste, and as you would expect, my thermals went down about 10 degrees on idle. However, when under load, it can go all the way up to around 88 degrees. Got any clue as to why? It could be bad spread. The thermal paste isn't making contact in the proper places like it was previously. Also, 88 degrees is not that hot. If that's higher than it was previously, then maybe you need to fix it, but it's not that hot.
With the no.
$5 super chat from Fuzzy Mint saying, I'm thinking of upgrading my PC, but from what I've heard, AMD's flagship cards struggle at 4K. Excuse me. NVIDIA GPUs don't have native support for Linux. Thoughts? Fuzzy Mint, I'm not your guy to answer Linux questions, but I will say that AMD's GPUs do not struggle at 4K. The 9070 XT can do fairly well at 4K gaming. Is it going to do 4K Ultra 120 FPS? No. But 4K high, 4K medium, getting between 60 and 120, you'll be great.
A lot of fans down here. Down here, Nat. Down there, Nat.
Should I buy a 4070 Ti, 4070 Super, or 5070? The Ti is going to be the fastest one.
All right. Got those cables running. Then we want to plug in the CPU pump.
Will I get giveaway in my place? I don't know, man. Will you? Who knows if you're going to win? Not me, because it's a random drawing.
We plug in.
What monitor are you planning to use for this PC? Whatever one the winner uses.
Shove these guys up there, Nat.
You're gonna shove it up there in it?
Nope. I think that is there.
Is your reverb on high? No, I'm in an empty room. We just moved into a new office, so things are not fully. Don't worry, we're gonna put a bed in here eventually.
Yeah, it just sounds super echoey every time you talk in that room.
It's because it is super echoey in here. Is 3090 still a good option in 2025? Yep. Yeah, it's decent.
Depending on how much you pay for it.
That is always the answer.
Oh, we still ain't got snippers in here.
I have not seen those.
There's a bunch in the basement.
We have
It's
a
like
bunch of
I'm starting to-
snippers?
Yeah, we keep getting them with 3D printer crap.
Oh, right. Yeah, that makes sense. Best integrated graphics, 8700G right now. Hopefully we get a 9700G soon. Actually, that's not true. It's what's on the Ryzen 9 AI Max 395. I can't even remember these names.
This guy is just saying
They suck so much. The Ryzen AI Max 395, the Strix Halo chip.
Okay.
Uh-oh, sounds like you did an oopsie.
Something failed.
How old you need to be to build a PC? You have the dexterity
45.
to control a screwdriver.
You gotta be 45. That's why I'm not allowed to build it.
That's why he's only allowed to do the cable management. Mm-hmm. Is this a performance of aesthetics build? Man, ZTT has poisoned you guys.
So is that a no?
Yeah, it's a no. It's just a no. That's all it is.
All right.
What case is it and how good is the airflow? If you want to know the parts, you can type !build, but it is an NZXT H9 Flow, the 2025 edition, and as indicated by the name Flow,
It's got flow
air
in it.
does flow in it. Air does flow.
Air does flow in most cases.
It's got a side intake, it's got a bottom intake, it's got a top and rear exhaust. It's pretty decent.
It's got a
pretty
topinator. It's got a built-in topinator.
And well, you know, the graphics card does. Look at that. Graphics card got a built-in topinator right there in it. What are advantages of using Intel over AMD? Intel has support for something called QuickSync. Intel also does have better software support in specific applications. And in this case, Intel fit in the motherboard we had. Is there any rules for giveaway? Yes, type !giveaway. I'm 12 and I can build a PC. Chris, it is a good thing you said that on YouTube, because if you said that on Twitch, they'd ban you.
Twitch don't mess around with that. Are the cooler cables resting on the backplate fan?
What CPU is that? Type exclamation point build for the parts list, but it is the Intel Core Ultra 9 285K. At what point would I realistically need to upgrade my PC components other than have them break on me? When games don't run as well as you like. That's the answer. If your 3060 is playing games at an acceptable frame rate and resolution and detail settings, then don't listen to the internet on them telling you that you have a bad thing. If it does what you need it to do, then nobody else's opinions are really all that relevant.
If it ain't broke, you know what I mean, fellers.
But also the 3060 sucks, and you should have upgraded that by now. We're on the you should have a 5090. My 1080 Ti was replaced this year with a 9070 XT. 1080 Ti still runs great. No, it does not. It absolutely does not. Stop. No, we recently re-reviewed the 1080 Ti, and it runs mediocre at best. It struggles. It chuggles. It is not great. It still works. That's not the same thing.
Moving the goalpost. This fella's moving the goalpost.
Upgrading from an Xbox Series X to a 9800 X3D 9070 XT. Aha, welcome to a world of driver issues. You just went from simple console life to difficult PC troubleshooting. Have fun. You should have upgraded from a Series X to a PlayStation 5 Pro. I'm actually building a new PC with a 7800 X3D and a 9070 XT. Nice. That's a good PC. Over on our UFD music channel, we are giving away a 9070 XT PC. I forget what CPU's in it. I need to look that up real quick. I'll let you know. 2080 Ti can run almost any game near max settings at 4K. The Syndicate, you are a liar. You are a liar and a fib teller.
A scoundrel.
Unless you are just baiting me because you mean it can run it and it's just not running it well. Because yes, probably it can. It can probably activate the settings. What CPU is in the 9070 XT PC? Let me find out. A rapscallion, a ruffian, a vagabond, a vagrant, a fart knocker. $9,900X, 32 gigs of memory, a 2 terabyte SSD, and a 9070 XT. That is the PC we're giving away over on our music channel. Type exclamation point music if you want to learn how to enter into that giveaway. We do have 2 PC giveaways going on right now.
Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that?
What's your opinion on the 3-fan 5060? Which one? Which one are you talking about? But like, they more than likely are just reusing a cooler. It's likely not necessary. It's just a cost-saving measures. Me and my girlfriend both started cracking up when Brett dropped the fart knocker. I know how to do the comedy.
He knows how to knock her up, if you know what I'm saying.
Buddy, 4 times. That's it. All right? Chill. Four times over 5 years. 15 years, sorry. 4 times over 15 years. Very different situation. What's your opinion on the Sapphire Nitro Plus 9070 XT? It's my favorite one. I love it. What's a good CPU pair with the 5070? Basically anything that's come out in the last 5 years. Vickle time or Vi chill time? I'm sorry to hear that. Kyler, you want to offer some condolences to Vi chill time?
Vi chill time, I'm very sorry. I take care of a lot of cats, so that hurts to hear.
I hope it was after a long life and it happened peacefully.
Me too.
Bro, I'm actually catching this live? Crazy.
We're live all the time.
Man, the Syndicate cannot keep lying. Or can't stop from lying, saying, I have a question. I'm not sure if the whole enterprise AI GPUs are also good at 3D rendering. That's a statement, brother. Is a 5700G and a 5070 a good pair? It's not the best pair, but it's fine. Yeah, that's
I think you might break your teeth if you tried taking a bite out of it.
That is one of the dumbest things. Oh man, that got me good. Well done. Prime Misco, thank you for the Prime sub. Appreciate you. What's the cooler brand? If you have any questions on the parts, you can type !build, but it is an ID Cooling FX360. $5,700G, 32 gigs of RAM, 5060 Ti is my system I'm rocking. Nice, Koi. That's a good PC. Hope you enjoy it. This is like less than an hour project. Why is it taking you so damn long?
How many PCs have you built? Huh, cool guy?
How many PCs have you built while you're also trying to have conversation with like 50 people?
Also, PC's like, it's done. I'm just trying to make the cables look pretty.
We just try to make sure it looks good for whoever wins it. OLED monitors versus IPS or even mini LED monitors? OLED,
baby.
Mini LED can be good. Like, I really enjoy the mini LED implementation on the MSI high-end laptops where it's 1000 nits brightness. But I'd rather have OLED every single time. Should you build around an EVG 3080? No, I should not. Maybe you should, but not me.
What the hell's an EVG?
I think that's a new type of car. It's an EV that runs on gas. That's what the G stands for.
Like those newfangled analog vapes.
That's pretty good. That is pretty good. Ah, that's funny. Do you guys do some crazy wall-mounted PCs with custom loops? No, not typically, because we ship out most of the computers we built to winners, and custom-cooled PCs are, number one, like, if we're getting harked on for building slowly now, you don't want to see us do a custom loop. That took Kyler like 7 weeks. But then secondly, it is a pain in the butt to prep for shipping. What's the best CPU to pair with a 9060 XT? A 9950 X3D. Is an AMD Ryzen 7 9800 X3D and a 5060 good combination? The 9800 X3D is mega overkill, brother. Mega overkill. You need to downscale that CPU and spend way more on that graphics card.
Why are you breathing like that?
Was looking at an OLED to replace my current monitor to get the best experience on the 5090 PC. Do you have a recommendation for any 2K panels? I'm a big fan of the LG 240 Hz 1440p ones. You can find them for like $500 sometimes. You can also find like a lot of like lesser known companies just use LG's panels. So like KTC, there's a few others out there where like you can get high quality panels even if the brand isn't something you're familiar with. It's just like the stand and the like plastic aren't like super high quality. But if I like typically when I'm buying a 1440p monitor, I'm just looking at the LGs.
Yes! Hell yeah! Hey, come on, baby! Come on! Yes! Come on! Ah! Yes! Yes!
Did you do that?
No.
What triggered that?
Well, actually, yeah. What did
it
trigger?
turned off.
Yeah, you. I have no idea.
Did you like hit one of the command buttons?
No, because all the command buttons are sounds right now. How did that happen?
I don't know.
Whack. All right. Ultra 9 versus 9800 X3D. 9800 X3D is a much better bang for buck when it comes to just gaming performance, but the Ultra 9 does have significantly more cores if you're trying to do like multi-core stuff. It's just so hard to beat the 9800 X3D's price to performance. For $480, you're getting insanely good gaming performance. I have a question about the case. If you want to cover up with the white with something just so it doesn't dirty easy, is there like vinyl skinning or something? Yeah. Like you can do custom vinyling yourself with like something called a Cricut machine, or you can, I don't know if there's like too many PC specific vinyls, but like sticker bombing is something that people do. But also stop touching your computer. Stop greasing it up with your fingies.
I think if you're that worried about getting it greasy, maybe don't build a white computer.
Maybe just play on a PlayStation.
That's white too.
Get the D brand dark plates.
All right. That's what's up. Can I have them roots?
How will anyone know if they win? We send them a DM. I would suggest a 4K OLED monitor with dual mode. I would not suggest those. Those are gimmicks. Those are gimmicks that aim at like 5 people practically. How much is this PC build? You know, I didn't add it up. If you type !build and then click on every part and tabulate it, you can find out. Mo asks, what's the giveaway? This computer that you are staring at right now is what we are going to be giving away to one of the people who is randomly selected. Type !giveaway to learn how to enter.
Yeah, I'm making all the cable management really tight, so whenever there's a little problem with it a couple years down the line, it's going to be really frustrating to fix.
Looks about $3K. Brother, a 5090 itself is $3,000.
How can you glance at something and know that fast?
You can't. That's why he was wrong. Should buy the 9800 X3D and a 5070? You can. Again, I would go for a cheaper CPU and upgrade the GPU.
That's in potatoes. You can. King Gold.
Excuse me.
Okay.
Am I seeing a fan on the GPU? Yeah, basically every normal graphics card has a fan on it, brother.
This one does have an extra one. You
It
just
has
phrased
one on
your
the back.
question in a dumb way, and now he's talking down to you because.
Is a 5070 Ti plus 9800 X3D fine, or should I get a 5080 but with a 7800 X3D? I would go with the 5080. The 7800 X3D is not, you're not going to have a meaningful, noticeable difference between those two. The 5080 with the 7800 X3D is going to be faster in gaming than the 5070 Ti with the 9800 X3D. QD OLED versus WOLED for 4K Ultra Wide. That's personal preference, man. I mean, the WOLED is less bright, but tends to not have as many issues as QD OLED. But QD OLED doesn't have that many issues to begin with. I prefer LG's like interface and operating system. I don't know. Something about me. I don't like to easily give in to Samsung products.
Why?
I find their data collection habits to be bad, and I don't like their operating systems.
All right.
I don't like their interfaces. I haven't ever enjoyed a Samsung product enough to keep using it. Did the RX 9090 get confirmed yet? No, it did not. Is the 7500F and a 9060 XT a good combo? Yes. Yeah, that'll be good. Does bro even look at YT chat? No. How long will the cable management take? Depends on how thorough he wants to be.
It's true.
Where do you announce the winners? We typically have an announcement stream the day of the giveaway, and then we contact the winners if they're not watching the stream via DM. Where are you guys? All these 5090s? It's 4,300 USD in Iraq. We're in the United States, and they're not necessarily cheap here, but it's not a lot of 5090s, man. It's more than average, but we're not.
It's for work.
It's for work.
This is our job.
And we give them to you guys.
Yeah.
Also, this particular set I bought off of Viewer.
Set?
The motherboard and GPU were a combo. Okay. And this was back when it was... We've had this for like 2-3 months. And that was back when it was really hard to get them.
Yeah.
So somebody bought them. They got in on one of the drops. And I bought it off of them. Brett, are you interested in extreme overclocking stuff? Passively. I have retired in terms of overclocking. Have you ever broken a PC or PC parts out of pure incompetence? That is basically how I break everything. But yes, many. When we did our charity stream, I was dressed up like a giant baby in an inflatable suit, and the static electricity from that suit murdered a motherboard. One time when I was trying to upgrade RAM in a laptop, I didn't unplug the battery, so when I touched something, the monitor went on fire.
One time I melted Brett's spacebar.
Yeah, on my MacBook, yeah.
Did it on stream and nobody noticed in the moment.
And those are just the ones that I remember right now. I have killed way more than that, for sure. Oh, we had that Lee and Lee fan hub that caught on fire.
Caught on fire, yeah.
I don't think that was incompetence.
I think
that was a faulty product.
Yeah.
How'd you melt a spacebar? He was applying a vinyl skin to the laptop, and he had the heat gun too high.
Yeah.
Specifically after I told him to turn down the temperature because it was up too high.
Again, in my defense,
he didn't know what that meant.
I didn't know how to use the heat gun properly. I thought I turned down the temperature.
He did not.
I didn't.
He did not. Honestly, I couldn't be bothered to make a Twitch account. It's your choice, Colin. Is the 5080 better than the 4090 when DLSS 4 turned on? Yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah. In that specific circumstance, yes. One time when I first started building PCs, I got a Cooler Master 300 watt 80 plus white PSU for a GTX 1080 and PSU burned down.
What?
That's what It's Noble says.
Burned down? Like you burned down a building or the...
No, I think just the power supply. One time, there's a video on the channel where I put together two 1080s in SLI and a 1070 as a physics card. And I forget what power supply I had used for that, but it was not enough. And so the computer would just shut off. It's too much.
Whoa, what the? What is going on in my ear? Stop! Stop! No!
What, you don't like that?
No!
You don't like that?
I don't!
Oh, well, sorry.
I'm yelling stop!
All right, I'm done. I'm done. Jeez, you didn't like it. What do you think about the 5,000 super leaks? I mean, I think they're probably accurate. I mean, they're not going to release in the next 3 months, my guess. Q4 makes a lot of sense. That's about a year since when the 50 series launched. With extra VRAM, it makes a lot of sense. Especially if they don't increase the price, which, based on previous Super Series, I don't know that they will. It is hard to see a reason why they won't happen. On my last build, I forgot to plug in the CPU power supply and took 30 minutes to figure out why it wasn't booting.
Yeah, you're not going to want to do that.
Yeah, especially the most difficult ones are where you like plug them in, but you didn't plug them in fully. And so there's not power, but it looks like everything's fine. Like, why isn't this fan spinning? It's because it got slightly disconnected. Will a RTX 5080 bottleneck a 7800X 3D? Yes. That being said, that's a great combo. Who's teaching these people about bottlenecks? Who are you guys listening to with bottlenecks?
Did you call me?
What did I call you?
You said hooer. All right. I believe the cables are managed.
This dude has beliefs.
I'm about to set this down on something. Who cares?
That's the spirit. The answer is yes.
All right. So here's what I'm working with. I gotta get rid of all these.
You need to get these sneepies. Bottleneck calculators? Who uses those? Why would you do that? They're just making things up.
I'm gonna slice one of these cables open.
Please do. Please, at least 7.
Yeah.
Hey UFD, what would be a good upgrade from a GTX 1060 6GB on a budget? Anything. But what is your budget? That matters more than anything else. Any GPU released in the last 5 years that is 60 class or above will be fine. Big upgrades.
Big ups, big ups.
Around $300 to $350. 9060 XT 16 gig. That's going to be a fantastic GPU for you. Actually, wait, no, those are probably more than 350, aren't they? Oh yeah, they are. Dang it. You can get one for $370, looks like, the 16 gig version.
Giggity, giggity, go. All right. Let's just tie these guys together and get them looking a little nicer. And I think we're done.
Whoa, big computer.
All right, guys, rate the cable management.
That's a chunky case. She thick, boy. She thick. Only one C, though.
That one got me. Man, people were losing their minds over the smoke alarm.
Yeah, they were.
Thanks, Colin. Colin gets me. Cretaceous Blues really gets me. This is a chunky piece.
If a PS5 can run a game at 1080, 5090 should do 16K with ease. You're right.
With these what?
Huh?
You said you should do 16K with these.
With these. Did you make use of that little pop-out corner for the cables?
What little pop-out corner?
The thing that you popped out, man.
What thing that I popped out?
The thing you popped out.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you want me to come look at it or something?
No.
All right.
We gotta see if it turns on, though.
Yeah, have fun.
Oh, okay, I'll just do that. Yo, love your videos.
Thank you, Bartholomew Ellison Thompson Boston.
Love that guy. That person.
His name is my name, too.
Alright, where's the power cable at? We have one that I don't have to
Plug in the cable.
I guess not. Oh, this is a short cable. Stop.
Make me. Pretty boy.
Well, the fan on that power supply went mad. That thing went crazy style.
Insane.
Top fans
style.
are not spinning. Gonna have to assume that they need some sort of proprietary connection.
Oh, did you not plug those in?
Guess not. Where's the? Don't they have like a hub or something?
No, there's a. I'll help you. I'll help you.
Oh, I found it. I found it. I found it! Please! No!
You just subbed? I love you too.
Uh-oh. Who subbed?
I don't know. Oh, SinoArts VA. Thanks.
I'm not here to help you. I'm here to use my laptop.
Okay.
I'm here to use my laptop.
I didn't even realize I was there.
It had the chat open.
Yeah, I've been looking at that.
Oh, okay. Hey, I want some games you can suggest to play on a 1650 mobile. I'm currently playing Red Dead Redemption and Death Stranding. Played FPS games for years on this and want some story games to play. Expedition 33.
Oh, yeah.
Claire Obscure Expedition 33. Star Wars or Star Trek, guys? Which one? It was in all caps and an exclamation point. They really wanted me to yell it.
What the hell?
Neither. Wars makes me fall asleep, and so does Star Trek. All the whiny BS are people being extra. Been on 11 since it launched with 0 issues.
Were people complaining about Windows 11?
Just people complain about Windows 11.
Yeah, but like right now.
I didn't see it.
I just...
It did feel like that came out of nowhere. Yo, why you building an Intel system? Cause it's better than AMD.
Cause I hate you guys. Did I do that right?
That felt appropriate. That felt like the right answer.
Is there a cheeky Nando anywhere?
Cheeky Nando?
Is there a little cheeky Nando?
Damn, dog, that GPU is bigger than my brain.
Not what I thought he was gonna say.
Most people's, actually. Bigger and heavier. The BS is true. Windows 11 has made me and my wife divorce. Stay on 10, guys.
No!
R.I.P. to Kenichi and his wife.
Not Kenichi. Ain't that the guy that's friends with Wario? Or Louis? Or...
You said something wrong.
Who says wah? Is that Waluigi? It's Waluigi.
Yeah.
No, stop. Stop laughing. Dude's hitting the Squidward. Dude's hitting the Squillion. Hitting the Squillia. The Squiddy. Sorry, I'm making sure this
Is this ASMR? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. I don't like putting system things into the CPU fan or the optional or whatever.
Why? That's where they're supposed to go.
I don't want to. Why are you putting your face on my hand? Alright. I think it'll work now. Just gotta stuff a couple things. Keep them out of the way. You know? Yeah, you know. Alright. She's ready.
Oh, baby! Wow! Oh, that's got a screen on it!
Oh, I didn't know that.
The GPU's got a screen on it, guys! I also was not aware of this information. The RGB on the fans ain't RGBing. There is a lot of oh, there they go. They all turned on. There's a lot of airflow juicing through that bad boy. Hopefully you can get refugee status out of South Africa.
This thing got 14 fans in it.
That's a large number.
15 if you include the power supply.
That's a large number.
Refugee status?
Yeah. Yeah, they think I get. Yeah, alright, cool. Cool, buddy. Thank you. Thank you. Well, we built the computer, guys. It turns on. So that's the
That's the Topinator right there.
This is the PC build for the giveaway for this month.
Yep, if you guys enter, you might win this.
Black components in a white case.
Why are people complaining about that?
Because I guess people
Seems
expect white components in a white case.
It seems like the normal thing to do is this. And like the outlier is white on white.
I think we screwed up. I think we made an oopsie, Kyler.
CPU is a Core 2 quad.
Not in this one.
Yeah. In this one.
I can't wait till I get to building that.
You're gonna wanna.
Yeah.
You're gonna wanna
get rid of the Topinator.
Who's topping?
I'm hungry. Wait, the GPU has a whole fan? Brother, all GPUs are supposed to have them if they're not low power.
What's an 8-hole fan?
You know what I'm saying? They have fans, it's normal. Hello, tech guy.
Hello, chat person.
You cleaning up?
I'm cleaning up.
He's cleaning up. You think this is an appropriate response to Michael?
This is a fun noise that bag just made. See, he thought the same thing.
Yeah. I know he would think that, but it wasn't. It wasn't.
Tell him that. You tell him.
No, I'm not going to tell him nothing. He deserves no knowledge. NZXT 16 gigabyte, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's the one I'd recommend at your price point. You might have to squeeze out a couple $30 extra, but I think it'll be worth it in the long run for you. And then people won't complain that you got the 8 gigabyte version, which is probably what I'm trying to save you from the most, is whiners.
Just lie.
Just lie. Buy the 8 gigabyte and don't say you got the 8 gigabyte.
You're not even gonna notice.
Yeah, you won't notice and nobody else will. If you tell them it's 16 gigs and then have them play on your computer, they couldn't tell you. Trash. 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 You know what? We should do that. We should go to the next big, like, PC tech conference, like CES or Computex, and bring 2 PCs One has a 8 gig card and one has a 16 gig card, and we sit Steves down and we say, tell us which one has which.
Sit Steves down?
Yes.
Plural?
Yeah, it's Steves.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought Gamers Nexus had a baby.
Yeah, hardware unbox.
Yeah.
Yeah, we sit the Steves down and we say, tell us which one's which.
It's a pretty funny video idea.
You're not allowed to change the settings. Just play. Just play the games.
Play, no FPS counter.
No FPS counter, just experience the games side by side.
That would be really fun if we could do something like that.
I don't have I don't have balls to talk to either of them.
Yeah. Yeah, I know you don't.
Even though they, Hardware Unboxed is very kind to us. They said hi when we were streaming Computex last year, remember that? They like waved.
I don't remember. I don't remember a wave. What? Was this for the graphics card?
Yeah, that's the.
I'm just gonna put it in the box.
Should test that experiment on yourself first. I have, because here's the thing. It actually, unless the game's poorly optimized, you won't notice the difference. You can't notice the difference on 5% performance difference with no FPS counter. When it's that close. It's just not happening.
You know, the human eye can actually only see up to 30 frames per second.
I heard it was 24. Did you get Bionicles?
Bionicles?
I'll be going now. See you all. Okay, Bilbo. Cheers, man. You don't get it because he's not a Lord of the Rings gay.
You know what you said about Star Wars?
Yeah, I get it. No, I'm
exactly
not.
how
I have
feel
never
about
made fun
Lord
of you
the
for
Rings.
that. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
No, and I get not liking Star Wars.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm kind of sick of it these days too.
It's overstayed its welcome in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Andor's good though, from what I've heard.
Never seen it. Actually, I'm gonna open that back up.
Hello guys, good to see you. Really can't decide between a 5060 Ti Prime OC 16 gig and an RTX 5070 Prime. 5070. Get the faster card. When to go back to South Africa? Soon. Not soon enough.
More than a week in less than 20 years.
You don't know that it's more than a week.
I don't.
You know, I was actually thinking about going back again.
These little marble things that pop open.
I thought those were Beyblades.
They are.
Bekugans. How big is that fan on that GPU? It's 120 mil.
Looks a little thick. I think that's just the gasket on the end.
I think I think you're right. It is just the gasket. It's also sitting a little offset. It's not like flush.
Yeah, because it doesn't screw into the card. It's
Yeah.
like a weird decision.
Yeah. Did I miss it? The build? Yeah, it's completed. It's right here. We did it.
Good news is, if you're watching on YouTube, or even if you're not watching on YouTube, the VOD gets saved. You can watch it. You can watch it
again. You can watch
also
the
on
VOD
YouTube,
again.
you can rewind. You just go back.
I don't know if we have that enabled. I think we do.
Well,
I
then
think
just
you're right.
don't listen to me.
That is a toggleable setting, but no, I think you're right. It's on the back of your T-shirt. Nothing.
Oh, I think they're talking to you.
No way to know that.
I do. It's a street light. There's a street light on the back of your shirt.
There's a street light on the back of my shirt. Why are you going back to South Africa? Because no, I don't miss the Druiders. Listen, the Afrikaans food doesn't really do it for me. I'm going back for the Rocco Mamas and the Switch and the Woolly Soft Gums. If we're talking about food, it's those. I'm going back so that we can get our own Switch flavor. UFD Soft Gum Switch flavor. We're gonna make it happen. Details for the giveaway, type exclamation point giveaway.
We're gonna do an ASMR video. Garbage.
Michael says that he'll do whatever it takes to make it happen, besides contact the guy whose contact details I gave him to make it happen.
To make what happen?
Get the soft gum Switch. Yeah. The good news is I did, like, when I made a video about Switch in South Africa, they did reach out to me. I also had another energy drink brand reach out to me, thinking that they could somehow co-opt that, but nah, frick them. I don't even know who they were, can't even remember them, barely ever see them on store shelves. I'm not abandoning Switch. You told me to wait until you were back in Africa? Yeah, I was. Like 2 weeks ago, man.
Do you remember when he was back there?
You remember when I was back there? When I wasn't here in the States? Do you remember that?
Remember this?
Remember that? Is a 5070 and a 7800X3D a good combo? 7800X3D is a little overkill, but yeah, good combo.
How's this going?
I think you're supposed to bottom slide first. Pop top it. That's clearly not what you meant. Get the ball rolling, Michael! What if I meant something different then and something new now? That felt like a very Jerry Seinfeld's inflection. What's the problem if you're 38 and she's 17?
Somebody clip that?
No! Come on, man! It was a Jerry Seinfeld impression, all right? That's it. He was dating a 17-year-old when he was 38. That's it. That's all that's referencing is his pedophilia.
Yep. People don't talk about it enough. People don't talk about Rob Lowe enough.
What did he do?
He did the same thing in like the 80s.
Oh boy.
Or 90s. How old's Rob Lowe?
80s is about right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Ugh. Atri, I don't even understand that question, so I can't answer it. Where's the question?
Why is there a fan on the GPU?
Cool it down. Why would you put a fan on anything?
There's always a fan on your graphics card. Does this one pull? Like the fan?
Oh, it pulls. Yeah, it's a reverse blade, so it's all going through.
He means on top of the GPU. I know, but it's a funny question.
It's a funny question when it's all there.
It's like, say your car has a spare tire on the back of it.
Yeah.
And you're like, why does your car have a wheel? It always does. Why didn't it go all white? Ah. People hate this.
Look at the text I just got from one of my kids.
Is that Reese? They made him in.
No, so
Is that VR?
Yeah.
Thought the 4000D was a big case. That thing is humonstrous. This is not as big as a 4000D.
It is. It's bigger because it's dual chamber. 4000D isn't. It's
well, it's wider.
I think it's the same height. No, I think it is.
No way.
When's the last time you saw a 4000D?
Rada.
What are you, a droid?
Which one did we do the liquid cool thing in? Was that a 5000?
I think that was. I think it was a 5000.
Never mind. I wonder why y'all went for black and white fans at the same time.
Okay, so the white fans were included. The black fans were the ones we had on hand.
I pulled the black fans out of our basement.
Should I get an RG Ally or Legion Go? Legion Go S with the Z1 Extreme. Actually, I can't like fully recommend that. Mine doesn't show up until Saturday, but I'm excited for it.
In general, I've liked the Legion Go more than the Ally.
Well, the Legion Go S doesn't have the detachable controllers. Does that matter for you?
No.
It's 8-inch, 120 hertz, non-OLED.
The normal Legion Go wasn't OLED either.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, that's fine.
No white GPU, shame. Yo, thanks a lot. Come visit Cape Town, bud. That's the plan.
We visited Cape Town together.
Yeah, in March. Yeah, you got to see it. Have you heard of the Cape Town staple?
Yeah, it's Cape Town staple.
Gatsby.
Put French fries on a burger or something. Craziest thing I've ever seen.
Never heard of that before. Novel.
No white mobo, shame.
Are we the baddies?
Baddies? According to that one guy.
Huh?
That one guy.
I don't know what you're talking about, but we should seek refugee status.
He said that you were the cutest.
Oh, you mean baddies that way?
Yeah?
Okay. There's that meme, are we the baddies? You know what I'm talking about?
No. Noobs. Yeah, see, I thought you were going for like baddies as in bad guys.
That's what I was. Yeah. And then you
What's that
twisted
from?
it. I don't know.
Oh.
I'm not sure what the reference is originally.
We run in Cyberpunk full RTX now. Probably.
Path tracing for sure.
Mitchell and Webb, a great comedy duo.
Oh, they're British, aren't they?
Oh, HTC.
That's like somebody recommending Monty Python.
That was just like a
James Corden.
That was like your sleeper phrase that activated and let everybody around you know that you're above the age of 40.
Are we done?
Yeah.
All right. Goodbye, everybody.
Hold on.
All right. No goodbye. Bad bye. Are we the bad buys? We're definitely not the best buys. Can we get 5 big booms? Can we get 5 big booms?
Thanks, guys, and you can, as far as I'm concerned, you can go and